Hey guys, Clear Blue Realty coming back at you with another video. Hey, do me a favor, hit the like button. I would love to hear your comments and subscribe. If you like the content, subscribe. So today I want to talk to you guys about lead generation and how to develop those leads and how to keep those leads. One of the biggest challenges that you're going to have as a real estate agent is how to get leads, how to keep leads, and how to close them. I get leads from my brokerage, and they take about 30 to 35% of my commission. So I'm trying to move towards more of a business design where I'm getting my own leads, because that's a pretty sizable chunk to pay. 35% for a lead, I mean, it's great, and I think that all brokerage should offer lead services, but I have some plans on getting my own leads, like by doing fundraisers or by doing certain, special events, by doing first-time home buyer events as well, and So that's my plan. I'm working on things like that. Right now, I have between 8 to 10 leads, and half of those leads I've gotten on my own. The other half I have gotten from my brokerage. So. And how I categorize leads are strong or hot leads. Those are my really strong buyers. I have medium to warm leads. Those are my medium buyers, and low to cold leads. So strong leads to me would be my customers that I've already taken them out and shown them homes. I have already determine what they want. They have already let me know what they want. We've gone out, we've seen some houses that they like. They want to put in an offer. We have already put in an offer. Some of those deals have not gone through, but these people are already pre-approved and they're ready to go. They've already made up their mind that they're ready to buy, and we're close. And the criteria that they have is not too out of bounds. So my warm leads, these are the leads where they show a strong interest in purchasing a home, but we haven't found the home that they want yet, and they might be a little bit unrealistic with their wants as far as. And here's an example. So you have a strong lead, strong buyer. They might be pre-approved, they might not be pre-approved. That's actually strong. I mean medium or warm, and they're pretty determined. They want to get a house, but their criteria is a little bit out of bounds, right? So they're looking for a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. Their budget in that particular area where they're looking can only get them 3 bedrooms, 2-bath, or 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. And you have to sort of convert them and convince them that what you're looking for is not in your budget. Once you convince them and convert them, you can get them the home that they want, because they're pre-approved. Some of them they're not even pre-approved yet, but they're serious. That's how I categorize a warm lead or medium lead. Now, you also have a cold lead, or like a low-level lead. This is a lead where they haven't really determined. You haven't really determined whether they're serious on buying a home. They don't really seem too serious, or they said, look, I'm looking in the next 6 months or so to get a home. I don't really want anything now. I do want to look around. I want to check and see what's there, but I'm not ready to buy right now. That's a cold lead, okay? And this is the kind of lead that you want to put like on an auto email, and maybe you call them, every so often. But those are the different categories: strong, hot, medium, warm, low, cold, right? So it's a balancing act, and it's a sort of an art form when you are balancing your leads. And the other thing too is you want to make sure that you're not overwhelming yourself, because you can lose a lot of good leads that way as well. So if you have 30 leads, it's very difficult to balance all of those leads, and especially if you're not a full-time agent. If you're a full-time agent, this is all you're doing from 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock, or to whatever time you go to, then maybe you can do that. I'm not in that position. I'm not a full-time agent. So I have limited amount of time, and right now I have 10, and that's a lot of leads. That is a lot. That's a lot of people to stay in contact with, and those are warm and strong leads. Okay, so and half of those, out of those 10, half of them are warm leads, and the other half are strong leads. So you have to know your limits. You have to know how to balance that. So with my strong leads, what I try to do is I started to stay in contact with them every day, because you're not being too pushy. They want to move, they want a house, and I'm specifically talking about buyers. Your strong leads, I stay in contact with them every day. It's either a phone call or it's a text message, and you wanting to show value every day for your strong lead. These are people who are either cash buyers or they're pre-approved and they're ready to go. So you allowing 5 or 6 days to go by where you haven't stayed in contact with your strong leads is not a good thing, because they're looking for that value. Where's that house that my agent said he was going to get for me? Or where, show that value. So you have to do that. That's your job as an agent, and your success rate will be higher if you understand where your leads are mentally and what you have to do to keep them. I call it keeping them on a string. You got to keep them on a string. Got to stay in contact. It's the communication level, right? So you also want to have them on an auto email, because you might do your physical check and look for houses, but that auto email will also find some good houses that fit their criteria. So find their criteria, put it in that auto email. So basically all of your leads you're putting on an auto email. Auto emails are beautiful because let's say you miss a day because you get busy, you're out doing showings or whatever, you can stay in contact automatically without having to think about it. So definitely put your strong leads on an auto email. So warm leads, I stay in contact with them every 2 to 3 days, at least. Because you're not trying to be too pushy with your strong leads. You already know that there's a little bit of a gap between what they want and what is present out there in the market. And so your phone call to them would be every 2 or 3 days, even if you haven't found them something that they want, would be, hey, I was just checking in with you. How's everything going? And because you know that you can convert them to a strong lead as long as you show some value, as long as you find them what they're looking for and what they want. So there's, to me, for warm leads, there's a little bit more work that you have to put into them because you're trying to convert them. Like I said, they might be looking for something that's a little bit unrealistic. It's not there, but they're already pre-approved, or you've got a strong indication that they have the money, they have good credit, and maybe they haven't been pre-approved yet, but their credit's good. They told you, like, hey, I got a 700 score, I got a 680 score, or whatever, and the finances are in line. They have strong finances. They got a good job. They've been there for a long time. You listen to all these things when you talk to your clients, so that you can basically vet them. You're vetting your clients, right? So I would say every 2 to 3 days, stay in contact with them. Call, even if you don't have something that they want to see. Hey, have you found something? Have you been looking at a home? Have you seen any homes that you like? Send it to me, and I'll see if I can set up a showing. Show your value. The cold leads now, and also put them on an auto email. Definitely put your warm leads on an auto email, because you might miss a day every 2 days or 3 days. You might miss that cycle, and your auto email will take up that slack. It helps, definitely helps. So your cold leads are leads that you have determined they're not really serious at this time, but they will be at some point. And these leads are, maybe they've even said to you, I'm not looking for another 6 months, but hey, I want to stay in contact. I would say call or text these leads maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks. Put them on an auto email. They haven't been pre-approved yet, but you have a good indication that they have good finances, they have good credit, and they have at some point in time they had a conversation with you that they want to move at some point in time. These type of leads I would consider to be cold leads. So your cold leads, you want to stay in contact with them. Definitely put them on an auto email. And I would say like every 2 weeks or so, you send them some properties. So you could, because what a lot of agents don't understand is like this thing is all about communication and keeping yourself alive in the minds of your clients. I've had clients that I've kept for like years because I stay in contact with them. I send them messages. I send them a little ping every so often. Hey, how's everything going? And this just keeps you around in your mind, because if you don't, somebody else is going to take up that space. When they're serious and they're ready to look, they're going to go, oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, my agent. Yeah, he knows everything about this area. And, they want somebody who is experienced, but they will go to somebody new if you do not check in with them. And that's your job. So I just wanted to drop that knowledge, that information on you guys. This is how you keep your business going. This is how you become productive, because I've been in situations where I haven't stayed in contact with serious buyers and I've lost them. Yeah, I lost the deal. Then I call them like a month or two later and they're like, oh yeah, I already have a house. And I'm like, I missed out on that deal. So it'll cause you to lose some money. But if you do it the right way, it will make you successful, and you will convert your warm leads, you'll convert your cold leads, you convert your strong leads into commission. So guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. I want to hear your comments. Subscribe. 10,000 subscribers by July. I want to hit it. Help me out. And hey, thanks for tuning in. Peace.